What's up, everybody? So as you've probably heard by now, Ken Kratz has popped back up on social media. He's opened an account on X. He is Kratz Uncancelled. If you've ever wanted to ask Ken Kratz a question, now's your time to do so. He has been very engaging with a lot of people over there on that platform, answering a lot of questions. Now, Ken Kratz posted this a couple of days ago, and I have read this particular tweet before, but the responses are new. Dr. Silkman and Jerry Buting respond to this from Ken Kratz. Here's what Kratz posted. I'm interested in your opinion of having tainted the jury pool by my comments to the media. Did anyone in the Avery jury ever mention my press conference or Brendan's confession? If they never mentioned it, do you still believe it impacted the jury somehow in their deliberations? Last cue. From where did Jerry Buting and Dean Strang want their jury pool? Here's a hint. I hope finding out this answer will cause you to stop discussing where the jury was going to be from. I will wait for your whataboutism as your acknowledgement that you now know the truth. And then Dr. Silkman posted this, and he posted a couple of articles as well, and we will go over everything. Dr. Silkman posted, actually, Kratz, let me quote from your own book. Why the need to admit regretting doing the press conference? Professor Gershom, Gershman, had assessed what you did on multiple occasions as professional misconduct. Why the harsh assessment? And here's the articles that were posted. I have one major regret in my prosecution of the Halbach case. Now, this is from Ken Kratz's book, and that is the press conference I gave on March 2nd, revealing some of the graphic details contained in Dassey's criminal complaint. Believe it or not, I was frustrated with the media frenzy surrounding the case and was certainly not trying to add to it. The Avery case was not just a matter of general public interest. It had become a full-blown media circus, and over the previous month, the defense team had taken several opportunities to publicly trumpet their defense that Steven Avery, local celebrity and poster child for the Innocent Project, was the victim of police misconduct and framing. The rules of attorney professional conduct allowed me to make whatever public statements were necessary to cure the defense attempts to prejudice the potential jury pool. I hoped speaking about the details of the Dassey complaint would counter the poor Steven narrative advanced by Strang and Buting, and ironically, I also hoped it would be enough to prevent the media from sharing even further scandalous specifics. In retrospect, I wish I had simply released the Dassey charging document and said nothing at all. The result would have been the same given the media climate of the case, except it would not have been my face telling the story. It would have been the better choice. And this is the complaint. This is Dr. Grisham's affidavit that was presented. Mr. Gershom holds the following opinions to a reasonable degree of certainty as an expert on the subject of criminal procedure, prosecutorial misconduct, and professional ethics. Mr. Kratz's statements at his press conference constituted professional misconduct. Mr. Kratz is charging Mr. Avery, based upon Brendan Dassey's confession, constituted professional misconduct. Mr. Kratz attempts to introduce allegations of Steven Avery's prior wrongful acts into his 2007 criminal trial, constituted professional misconduct. Mr. Kratz's pursuit of inconsistent and irreconcilable theories at separate trials of Steven Avery and Brendan Dassey constitute professional misconduct. Mr. Kratz's request for aiding and abetting instruction in Mr. Avery's trial constituted professional misconduct. Ken Kratz's public dissemination of inflammatory information about Steven Avery constituted professional misconduct, and Ken Kratz's jailhouse contacts with Steven Avery constituted professional misconduct. And this is what Jerry Buting said in response to all of that. Ken Kratz's own book perfectly shows his post-HOC rationalization, just as his alleged diary does. He's referring to Ken Kratz's trial journal, which a lot of people have come out and said they don't believe it was written at the time Ken Kratz said it was, but the Wisconsin Law Journal just posted an article stating that there are people saying that it was written at the time Ken Kratz says it was, and I will go over that article in another video. He justifies the statewide March 2nd press conference, which destroyed Steven Avery or Brendan Dassey's rights to a fair jury, as a permissible response to public statements I made, I being Jerry Buting. I wasn't even hired until after the press conference. Oops. So that's a very interesting exchange, a very interesting back and forth there between Ken Kratz, Dr. Silkman, and Jerry Buting. I will link everybody's X accounts in the description below. Give them a follow, as well as me at Allegedly a Show. So, what do you think? What do you think of Ken Kratz popping back up online? What do you think of what Dr. Silkman posted and the articles he posted? And what do you think of Jerry Buting's response? Let me know. Leave some comments below. I hope you're having a good day, and I will see you again soon.